The state of Kansas ends March 2025 with total tax collections at $636.9 million, and that's $13.6 million below the estimate. Total tax collections were down 16.2% from March of 2024. Individual income tax collections were $261.6 million. That's $3.4 million below the estimate, and individual income tax collections were down 28.3% from March of 2024. Corporate income tax collections were $50.1 million. That's $26.9 million below the estimate and down 35% from March of last year. Combined retail sales and compensating use tax receipts were $246.8 million, which is $8.2 million below the estimate and down $14.5 million from March 2024. The Consensus Revenue Estimating Group, comprised of the Department of Revenue, the Division of Budget, the Legislative Research Department, and economists from the University of Kansas, Kansas State University, and Wichita State University, will meet on April 17th to review the fall estimate and make any revisions it may consider necessary. People can now search appellate cases using a public access portal that not only gives case information, but also public case documents. The Kansas Appellate Court's Public Access Portal is part of the Kansas eCourt project to centralize case information on a single web-based platform, transforming the way courts serve the people of Kansas. The multi-year project introduced a new case management system in district and appellate courts, making it possible to search statewide court case information online. Before searching cases on the Kansas Appellate Court's Public Access Portal, a person must register as a portal user with a link to the registration form in the top right corner of the portal homepage. And all registered users must abide by the Kansas Court's Public Access Portal User Agreement. If a person is registered to use the Kansas District Court Public Access Portal, they don't need to register to use the Kansas Appellate Court's Public Access Portal. Their registration transfers to the appellate portal, and their username and password are the same. People who use the portal to search appellate cases will get information that includes party names and a register of events, and it can also include case documents. Only case documents filed after March 13, 2025 will be available on the portal, and to access a public case document filed prior to March 13, 2025, a user would need to request it from the clerk of the appellate courts. More information about the portal and what it offers is on the kscourts.gov webpage under Search Appellate Court Records. Agriculture producers who have not yet enrolled in the Agriculture Risk Coverage, or ARC, or Price Loss Coverage, or PLC programs for the 2025 crop year have until April 15, 2025 to revise elections and sign contracts. Both of these safety net programs, delivered by the USDA's Farm Service Agency, or FSA, provide vital income support to eligible farmers who experience substantial declines in crop prices or revenues for the 2025 crop year. In Kansas, producers have completed 72,222 contracts to date, representing 70% of the more than 104,500 expected contracts. Joshua Ritter, the Deputy State Executive Director for FSA in Kansas, said agricultural risk coverage or price loss coverage programs provide excellent risk protection for market declines at no cost to the producer. He said if you haven't made your program election or signed a contract, to please contact your local FSA county office as soon as possible to set an appointment so you don't miss the April 15th deadline. If producers do submit their election revision by the April 15th deadline, the election remains the same as their 2024 election for eligible commodities on the farm. Also, producers who do not complete enrollment and sign their contract by the deadline will not be enrolled in ARC or PLC for the 2025 year and will not receive a payment if one is triggered. Farm owners can only enroll in these programs if they have a share interest in the commodity. To learn more about the FSA programs, producers can contact their local USDA Service Center, and producers can also prepare maps for acreage reporting, as well as manage farm loans and view other farm records, data, and customer information by logging into their farmers.gov account. For more information and to find the eligible commodities base acres, you can visit fsa.usda.gov.